This is Bill Mason checking in there. And when you look back at it, I think Pioneer Camp is more than just a place. Pioneer Camp, in my memory, is people. The various people that affected my life in a very meaningful way, in a very deep way. I think that at Pioneer Camp, I probably glimpsed for the first time Christ through people. I guess the thing that excites me at Pioneer Camp is to think that other children are going to Pioneer Camp, and as I revisit Pioneer Camp, I've seen no drop in the quality of the people who year after year are led to go to Pioneer Camp. I'm amazed at how Pioneer Camp over the years has maintained the original purpose of the counselors, the people who go there, the staff, really sharing their love for Christ with people, with kids, in a very genuine way, in a very sincere way. The guy that really affected my life was Wilbur Sutherland, who was the general director of InterVarsity for about 24 years, I think it was. I remember my excitement when he suggested that we should have a film about Pioneer Camp. And as we talked about it, I got more and more excited about this being my first film. I had done a little bit of experimenting in 16 millimeter by that time, but I had never made a film, of course. Soon he put together enough money to buy the film, and I remember I quit my job and I went off to work on this film. And as a matter of fact, it was the year I got married, the year I married Joyce Ferguson. And we started out on our honeymoon, and we canoed into camp, and we began filming scenics. And I just couldn't believe it. Here I was out there with somebody else paying for the film, and we were out there just filming, trying to capture the moods of the lake before anybody had arrived at camp. What an incredible thing it was to use my art to capture something I loved, which was the land. And then as the kids arrived and we began to film the camp in operation, and then I took out a canoe trip and we filmed the canoe trip, which became the film Wilderness Treasure. And I already did a number on poor old Wilbur because I was supposed to be making a film on the camp, and what I did is I made a film of a boys' canoe trip, which was the part about camp that really interested me anyway. And all the other business fell away, and it ended up in the film where there isn't one shot of the camp in the whole film. Talk about being an objective filmmaker. I have no regrets because I think that film has gone on to really give the viewing audience a glimpse of what it is at Pioneer Camp that we are trying to accomplish. I would say that it was at Pioneer Camp that I fell so hopelessly in love with the canoe. But more important than that, I think it was at Pioneer Camp that I learned that the canoe is the perfect vehicle for entering into wilderness, to enter into God's world and to feel the presence of God in His creation. And I guess I've spent my working lifetime trying as much as I can to spend as much time as I can in a canoe and sharing my feeling and love for the canoe. I'm very pleased to see that over the years the canoe trips have been venturing further and further out from the base camp. If my memory serves me correctly, I think I was the first one to start getting trips down into the rapids on the Whiteshaw River and the Winnipeg River. And I think that's marvelous that the trips are really getting out there now into the far distant places, the real wilderness. And I hope that that program carries on. Remember the last time I was there, I began to realize with the quality of instructors you have there now, I don't think there's anything I could teach them about how to handle a canoe. And this excites me very much because, to me, Pioneer Camp Manitoba is the canoe camp all across the country. And I think that's where the art of the canoe is still growing.